that if a new one comes, I hope that it's not just like created like everything else is, just to, which obviously I know they got to make money and that's like the primary goal of any business. But I hope that it's something that can, again, stick around like the Fortnites and the Minecrafts. And, that way, you have the updates and you have the growth, or you have like the Halloween, the Halloween specials or whatever you call it, and different things that happen throughout the year that will keep people on that game, I mean, I think it'll still like obviously generate money for them, right? But it'll also keep us engaged in that game,
Yep. So, important question. Well, I got two more important questions. First one, I want you to think about carefully. Who is your go-to crew? Out of all the people you play with, who is your go-to crew? You'd be like, hey, I want to get on. I want to raise hell on Al-Mazrah, Ashika, wherever it is. Who's your go-to crew? Who are you gonna?
Oh man, this one's rough.
Kind of puts you on a spot a little bit, but
it does.
I mean, everybody's got that crew to go to. I mean, everybody has that one player they can rely on, that one clutch player, the person who comes in and does the meat shield.
Yeah. Man, this is hard just because Amber might kill me for this. Damn. All right.
Wrong thing, bro.
I know, man. It's like, holy.
As I said, think about it carefully.
All right. I mean, it's easy. Simple, easy, no sweat. It's going to have to be who was there for me since day one. You know what I mean? Since I started this. And that's going to be Mr. 305, Jeezy, the Simtex King.
Yeah.
And obviously my wife, Amber _Texas. Just because they've been there since day one, since I have had nobody to today, and we've been through it all, you know what I'm saying, in this year together. So, I mean, obviously, I'm not going to say Amber because I want to sleep in the same bed tonight. But
okay, I'll give you one more person to throw in there in case, Amber's at work or Jeezy's at work doing something else.
Okay, so if I could replace them, both of them, in a heartbeat, and this is just recent because obviously, I've played with all kinds of different people, but I think, like, if I'm going in there and we're, like, gonna do some damage, it's gonna be Gemini and or Goofy, 100%.
Goofy and his turkey meat.
Yeah, because, I mean, I didn't, like, keep in mind, it, like, 6 months into my year of being a streamer, like, I still didn't know anybody. And right here, I'm gonna drop a big shout out to Mr. NovaBob62. If it was not for the OG, the legend, Mr. NovaBob, there would be no Look Here _11. I don't know how long it would have taken. I don't know what the outcome was, but that man came into my chat one day, said what's up to me, talked to me like a normal person. Never said anything else. I recognized his name because, again, Amber had introduced me to Lando's stream, so I'd seen his name on there. So I looked over at her and I was like, "Is this the guy? Is this like Nova Bob from Lando's chat?" So she was all excited, because Amber's always been in the streams. She's always been big in Lando's chat. So she was like, that's him. Keep talking to him. Nova Bob started getting me to play with him, introduced me to everybody else. Long story short, that's who brought me into the circle.
Nova Bob is a legend. Nova Bob.
So shout out to the OG Mr. Nova Bob.
Yeah. Now, second important question. You've played all the maps. What's your favorite map? What I shouldn't say favorite map. What's the map you feel most comfortable on?
I guess I'm gonna just say Al-Mazrah. I think it's my best map. Since DMZ's been out, I never played Vondel. until I started streaming. When I started getting people like Jody, Rebecca, Crusher, Frieza, all these people that enjoy Vondel, and they were like, you know, you have to like, you know, you got to try it. You got to do some Vondel content. You know, you got to, yeah. And then I would play with them, you know, and then, you know, like Vondel's I like Vondel now. You know, I mean, you can do some damage in Vondel. You know, so if I were to put them in a list, I would probably put Al-Mazrah first, Vondel, Ashika, then 21. Before Ashika became what Ashika is now.
I'll say this. I still have never been Vondel like Vondel.
That's crazy.
I introduced that name into Vondel. One thing I was like, you know, I'm gonna go to Vondel. We went and played Vondel and
Well, see, mine was different. Like when I went to Vondel, it was with Frieza and Nova Bob. I think one of the first times I went there, and that was, you know, I mean, we all know Frieza, right? Like he's pretty damn good. So I was like, dang, I want to do that. You know, I want to come into Vondel and play like that. And you know, a lot of people complain about the bots in Vondel, but I enjoy that chaos, man. I enjoy being in the middle of a fight, and not only are you fighting the people, you're fighting the map, you know? So it's like, I don't know. I like that rush. I like the energy that it gives.
you just gotta stay on the roof. That's all you
Yeah,
gotta
that too.
So I learned how to throw knives on Vondel. I used to go in with the combat knife, and I would go with knives, and that's where I learned to throw my knife at. Because you have all these bots that are here, that are in front of you. Doesn't matter where you start off at. You go, you know, 25 meters in one direction, you're going to run into at least 5 or 6 bots. And, you know, and that's where those knives come in handy, you know. Just go in and start throwing knives, go in with your combat knife, start using your combat knife on them and stuff, and that's where that
they're just a little thicker. Oh, we lost 40.
Yeah, we lost 40. He'll be back. He's probably on a phone call. But yeah, he's back.
Yeah,
sorry about that.
those bots are a little thicker to knife, you know.
Security camera.
But that's where I learned to throw the knife at, was on Vondel. I was like, you know what, I'm gonna come in here, and I did it for a whole week straight. Ran Vondel for a whole week straight. Started throwing knives, and just kind of got the feel of knives. And I'm not the best at throwing knives, but I'm okay. Like there's a couple clips on my page where I was on 4-stack and over at No Name, and I threw a knife and I downed somebody over at the buy station. I mean, that's a pretty long throw.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
And I just chucked it up, and I was like, I marked him, and I chucked it up and threw it, and I was like, if this hits, I'm going. If it doesn't, I'm staying. I hit him, and I went.
I had some good clips, but you know, I don't know if you know, within this 1 year, I've been demonetized and monetized. You know, monetized, demonetized, and monetized again within 1 year. So, you know, I had to delete all the previous stuff that I had, and then I don't know if I had to, but that's the route that I chose to, and so I lost all that footage.
So, if you don't mind me asking,
we can talk about it if you want to.
What'd you get demonetized for?
So on paper, I guess, whatever YouTube sends you. So I just woke up one morning and tried to go live, and I couldn't go live. So I was like, okay, well, what is it, you know? So and then I had an email that says you have currently been suspended and demonetized from YouTube for reuse of content, right? So I'm like, okay, reuse of content. So then you go into trying to figure out what reuse of content is. And I mean, just after this, go try to find out what that is and let me know what that means if you can. And I guarantee you will never find out and know what that means, because it can mean anything. It can mean your title, it can mean your name, it can mean your thumbnails, it can mean, you know, maybe you used music that you weren't supposed to. The list goes on and on and on and on and on and on, right?
Mm-hmm.
So honestly, I don't know what the actual reason was, because I've always made my own thumbnails. Everything that's on my channel, I've made myself. I make my loading screens, I make my logos. Everything you see on my channel is made by me. No, like nobody else has ever made anything, you know, that's on my channel. So when I look at these other streamers, and I'm not throwing shade, right? You know, because everybody does however they want, but you do see a lot of streamers that have the same style of thumbnail where it's a gun, you know, holding up to the sky. You know what I mean? Like when you know what I'm talking about? Like
Yeah.
Oh, yes, a screenshot.
Yeah. So you screenshot your gun and you do whatever. So is that not reuse of content, right? You know what I'm saying? And every thumbnail that they have on their stream video or whatever that's on their channel is exactly the same. So is that not reuse of content? If Look Here has it and then 40cal has it, is that not reuse of content? You know what I'm saying? So I couldn't figure out what it is that I had that I was reusing. So the only option they give you is to appeal it. And by appealing it, you have to make a video providing the information of how you're not using reuse of content, which I had no idea what I'm appealing, right? So I just made a video and said, hey, I'm reaching out to you guys because this is what was told to me by whoever I spoke with on YouTube. I honestly don't know what I'm appealing. I'm appealing the fact that you guys are saying I reuse the content, I do my own stuff, blah, blah. Next morning, they say, your appeal has been denied. You're suspended for 90 days. So then I'm like, do I just end it? Like, do I even continue? You know, what do I do? So I decided I'll delete everything on my channel. Not my channel itself, but every short, every live, every video that I had. Just deleted it. What I didn't know, and for anybody that hears this, maybe you find a different way to do this, but when you do that, you lose all your watch hours.
I was gonna say that. Okay, you lost all your watch hours.
So you gotta start over from the beginning.
So in 90 days, I grinded 4,000 watch hours, and that's what I did in those 90 days. I double streamed. I would stream in the morning. I would do a couple hours in the afternoon, and then I would just keep going. So within, I think I was off by 1 week, but I was able to get those 4,000 watch hours in the 90 days. Reapplied, got monetized, and now we're back.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that reminds me of whenever I was trying to get my members. I was able to get my super chats and everything, but I couldn't get my members, and they said, oh, it's because I had too many copyright videos. So I deleted a bunch of videos, and they're like, oh, no, never mind, that was just an error on our end. But like, now you gotta get these watch hours back.
But you know what?
So you have 30 days to get them.
Oh, damn.
Luckily, I was able to, I had to get like 1,000 watch hours. But me, when I was streaming home, so I grinded like 14 hours a day, 2 7-hour streams.
That's crazy. And YouTube has evolved. I mean, since I started till now, like because, you know, obviously I guide Amber through her stuff too. You know, she streams whatever too. I think she was streaming Fortnite. You know, Fortnite has, you know, today's music on their little emote dances or whatever. And she got copyrighted. Yeah. And now when you go into YouTube Studios, it tells you what the issue is, and it gives you 3 options on how to fix it. You can either mute the music or take it out or just delete the video. So when I was doing that, it didn't give you those options. So I think that YouTube is maybe learning from prior mistakes with its content creators and creating these solutions moving forward to make it easier for us to see what the issue is and be able to fix it on the fly and not have to go through the consequences of having that situation there. So, I mean, the only thing I can think of that might have affected me back then was, I'm not going to, you know, say their name, but somebody had made like AI music for me for my intros and loading screens.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if maybe that, since I didn't own rights to that music, and you know, when you use AI music, if you're not paying for the program or whatever it is, even though you put your own lyrics in it and create it, you still don't own the rights to it. That program does, unless you pay for it. So that's the only thing I can think of that affected my channel.
That's crazy. And the fact that you're using the topic that they came up with is so vague. It's just that's crazy.
I mean, they're pretty much telling you you're taking somebody else's stuff, like you're stealing somebody's content. You know, there's no other way to define it, but I mean, you've seen my channel. I mean, I try to keep everything original. You know, I mean, I'm not posting somebody else's clips. You know, the things that I've changed moving forward. You know, on my shorts, I added the little text that say, you know, look here _11, like and subscribe. On the shorts, you know, I've added the watermark to my stream, my little astronaut helmet that's spinning, you know, when you're looking at my live. Those are things that I've added to my stuff, since there's so many DMZ content creators, that this was suggested to me to make it different, you know. So that's why I also don't know how people do the killing streamers videos, because a lot of people do the point of view of the streamer that they killed, which technically that's reuse of content, right? Because that's my content from my stream that you're clipping and posting on yours because you killed me.
With that, I was going to talk about so I was going to ask you if you had any killing streamer videos on your channel. Maybe that was the reason why, because the killing streamer videos, you're not allowed to use more than 30 seconds of someone else's clips to be considered.
Okay.
So as long as you're not using more than 30 seconds.
See, that's good to know. I mean, I don't do them just because I don't agree with them, because
I don't either.
When I was at 100 subs, or maybe even less than 100 subs, you know, back then you put the YT in front of your name because you want people to come and sub and all that stuff. Or I guess, you know, like the TTV guys, they put the TTV in front of their name. I was in one of those killing streamer videos by a larger DMZ streamer, which now I think he's kind of cool, you know. But at that moment, I was like, you know, why do that to me? You know, I'm nobody. And you're thousands of people that watch you now know my name and how bad you just made me look on this clip, you know? So from that point forward, I was like, I would never do that, you know?
Yeah, I've never made one of those videos. But there is an upside and a downside to it.
Yeah.
The upside is Haste made a video, a killing streamer video. He put something in. The upside of that was that video actually got that other, even though he shouldn't have got that other YouTuber bunch of subscribers.
Yeah.
So that would be the only positive coming out of it.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's definitely a double-edged.
They're putting your name out there.
So, and that's how I found a lot of streamers as well, because I actually enjoy watching the killing streamer videos just to find a streamer so I can follow. That's how I found stream, Twitch, all because easy ones. That I watched, I was like, oh. He always posts me in the files. He always posts it in the description. It's a lot more, so it's a good thing, but it's also, you know,
yeah, no, I 100%, yeah, I 100% agree. It's either good or bad, you know, and but I mean, everybody does their own thing, and everybody should do their own thing, right? Like, and I mean, at first it bothered me, but I mean, I kind of just go with the flow now, and it's like, man, you know, that's why, like, I hope nobody has a clip of me, but usually, like, no matter how I die, whether it's a cheater, whether it's a streamer, whether it's a bot, or whoever it is that kills me, I try to have the most positive outlook and the words afterwards, you know, because, like, the little things that you can say can affect you so bad, and honestly, I just want to have fun, man. I don't want to hear the negativity, man. I'm done with all that. Like, I just want to have a good time, man.
Now, I think of a question for you. So going back to what you said, your own, have you thought about branching off to like Twitch, Kick, and all that stuff?
I've never thought about it. And I think the what keeps me from thinking about it is it's already a struggle just with the equipment that I have, right? So, like, I know that if I wanted to do multiple platforms, I would need a stronger beast. You know what I mean? Yeah, so, like, again, like I'm the worst about like gaming and tech stuff, but my laptop's like a 3080 with the i9 in it.
Okay.
Maybe it can do it, maybe it can't. I don't know.
Yeah, you might be able to stream out to one.
Yeah. But I don't know, man. I mean, maybe in the future. I don't know. Maybe seeing what's going to happen, I guess, with whatever Call of Duty or Black Ops is coming, whatever the next step is for COD gaming, right? And the growth of my channel, I guess, will determine the fact. I don't think that I need to do it right now. I guess that's what I'm trying to say.
Okay.
Going back to Austin. I don't know if you're.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, I've been confirmed.
Well, that's what I've heard too. That I've heard people say that it's been there, and I've heard that it's not been there.
Yeah, no,
it's
they
been confirmed
posted it on Twitter.
I don't have Twitter, so
they posted on Twitter that it will have your extraction mode, and then there's also talk that they will be bringing it back for Warzone people. We might be getting a Sheikah back. So
a Sheikah? No, I like a Sheikah, man.
We will be getting a Sheikah.
I did do Warzone a Sheikah, bro. Like that's my thing.
I love
it. Sheikah's my map. I love a Sheikah.
I don't like a Sheikah right now because of the cheaters and because of what happened to me.
No.
Is that when you got shit through the wall, didn't you?
Dude, like, so this cheater literally was inside of power. He was inside of power.
Yeah, I watched that one.
He was up against the wall, looking at the wall as close as he can. He's just shooting me through the wall, through all of power, shooting me through the ground, and shooting me through apartments. So I was like, and when I watched the kill cam, I was like, this place reported them. That's important.
Yeah, I don't report anybody just because
I don't. It's one thing that
goes to the lowest bidder, you know.
Yeah.
The lowest bidder gets the job, and
I mean, it's just like everywhere else, right? Like just in real life, you know, like construction or anything, you know, like you pay, you get what you pay for.
Yep.
I did hear that Black Ops 7 has like a, I guess some type of DMZ style at the end of the story mode.
Yes, so it's going to be the introduction of how like MW2 did with MW3 when they did it inside. What is it? The dome. You know, Black Ops 7 at the end, it's going to have extraction mode pretty much over.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because
that's only going to be PvP.
My son has an Xbox, and you know, if you get an Xbox Pass, you get the game free. So, you know, I know you can, I think, use Xbox on the PC to play or something like that.
Yeah, so if you have because it's all.
Yeah, so I don't know. I might have some of that coming out.
What a lot of cheaters use, by the way.
Oh,
a lot of cheaters, they will use their Game Pass on their PC.
Yeah. They can get away with it.
Exactly.
That's why. I mean, if you watch my streams, I die a lot on purpose just so I don't get reported, Donnie. Just saying.
I kind of figured it was something like that. I mean,
yeah, it's not that I suck, bro. Like, I'm obviously not trying to get reported.
Yeah, I kind of figured that. I mean, a lot of people tend to do that, or they'll like back out before the kill cam or whatever happens and stuff like that. So, I mean, it is what it is. You play your own way. I mean, if that's how you want to keep from getting reported. I mean,
nah. I try to have a good game at least once a month.
Once a month.
My shorts make me look like a really good player, you know, but I suck.
I know that feeling. So, what was your first thought when you realized you had the potential to be a gamer or a streamer and to be successful at it? Now, successful, I'm not talking like wins or losses. I'm talking like being able to create some type of community and keep their attention, you know, things like that. Not like win or loss in success.
You said, what are my thoughts on it?
Yeah, what was your
initial
first thought?
Okay.
What was your initial thought?
I really don't know, man, because I just never. It's like I never expected it to happen. You know what I'm saying? I never thought like it would take off. You know. So now that I'm here, it's kind of just like it's still new to me. Like you calling me a streamer and a content creator still doesn't register because I don't feel like I am.
You haven't got over that threshold yet of realizing this is what I do. You know, I make this content. I do this. I do that. It's what I do. It's my title now.
I mean, I guess it's just hard for me to see it, man. It's still like I got like a little over 1,000 subs. You know, I still don't. I'm still a small fish in the big world. You know. So
yeah, but you're still got that successful. You still got the success though, being able to, you know, pick up somebody's day or have somebody come in and who had a bad day or a rough day at work and enjoy your stream. I mean, whether it's at the cost of you losing your loot or losing your insured for 15, 20 minutes or whatever it is, you know, being able to put that joy back into that person who's had a long day, who's had a rough day, that's what I would consider success. Because a lot of people, for me, for example, when I've had a long day, a rough day, I go and I watch streamers, or even during the day, I watch streamers when I'm having rough times, and just watching them brings me back up, and it's like that's just something that I get the joy of watching. You know, you guys create content, and you know, being able to talk with people, and I think that's so. I look at success as not only just, you know, being successful, getting, you know, 1,000 subscribers or 2,000 and moving up like that. It's like the whole general thing. When you first thought, your first thought of, you know, I have the potential to be a streamer, not whether you're good or not. That's a matter of opinion. To be a streamer, to be successful by inviting more people in to turn their day around and stuff. That's kind of what I was saying.
I mean, I do enjoy that part, and I love that. You know, I push that a lot on my channel, you know, like trying to be positive. You know, I'm not a big trash talker. I'm not a big complainer, whiner, you know what I'm saying? You see me, you know, I try not to try not to do that stuff just because, like, I do enjoy that part of, you know, this success you speak of, because regardless of what my day is when I put that stream on, to me, it's all about the people watching me.
Finding their joy and getting them back into the positive mindset.
Yep. So, 100%.
This last portion that we have today is called inspirational thoughts. Now, I'm not going to put you on the spot and ask you if you have one, unless you want to share one. But I'm not going to put you on the spot unless you want to. But I have one here, and then I'll read the thought, and then we'll give a little discussion about it, and go from there. So this is by Queen Elizabeth II. It says, "It is often the small steps, not the giant leaps, that bring about the most lasting change." So what they're talking about is the little things in life that make the biggest changes. So you can go from, like, let's take your story for example. You streaming, you said that you're just a little small time streamer. You know, there's bigger fish out there. But if somebody can relate to you a lot more than these bigger guys, you know, that's gonna bring them change a lot better than watching these bigger guys. In my opinion, this is my opinion in general. So it is often the small steps, not the giant leaps, that bring about the lasting change. So, the smaller streamers can have a more meaningful impact than the bigger streamers. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, 100%. I agree. I like it.
It's kind of what she's getting at right there, in my opinion.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Let me Texify this, right? Like, because I'm from Texas, right? How do you smoke a brisket?
Hours at a time.
Low and slow, baby.
Mm-hmm.
You rush that brisket, it ain't gonna be no good.
Yep.
Oh, that's right. You're from that area, aren't you, 40?
40K, you from Texas?
From Houston, man.
Oh my God.
He don't sound like it, but he is.
Damn.
I got my country accent.
40Cal for sure is low and slow. He's from Houston.
I'm Kennedy right now. Shit. I was raised. I was born in Houston. I was raised in Texas.
Oh dang! I grew up my whole life. I was born and raised in Dallas.
Oh, yeah, you definitely slow.
And definitely slow. But
definitely slow. Dallas. Y'all's traffic.
When I met Amber, she's from like 30 minutes east of Dallas. It's called Kaufman County.
Yeah, it's hot.
So we moved out here. So like I'm now in Kaufman, in the country. And I don't know if you guys know, but I say it on my stream all the time. I'm 100% Mexican. And Amber's redneck. Alabama descent. Her family's from Alabama and Tennessee. So
white trash. Hell yeah.
Yeah. So sometimes, I think we've been together like 15 years now, and sometimes that twang just gets stuck. And sometimes like I'm just as country as they come. So hey, we straight Tex-Mex in here, man.
We Tex-Mex. We like
bro. Everything, chorizo, egg, and everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then I got a Buc-ee's. I live right next to a Buc-ee's, so you got to go over to Buc-ee's and get your brisket burrito.
You live next to then. Okay.
Yeah, the one off of 20.
Yeah.
Yeah, heading towards Louisiana. I'm on that exit. Yep.
So I'm gonna throw this out there. 40 knows everything there is to know about the parking lots of truck stops. We're just going to leave it at that.
Shut up.
Damn.
I've been to that Buc-ee's plenty of time.
I'm sure you have, and you've probably done some things in that
Buc-ee's ain't a truck stop, though.
Yeah, I was just about to say that, Donnie.
Don't you ever call it? It's a gas station.
Don't you ever call it a stop again.
That's our superstore right there.
Same thing.
Now, Buc-ee's is a place where you can go in and spend $20 in gas and you walk out with a $65 snack bill. That's what or you going to use a restroom, you end up walking out with a $65 snack bill. That's Buc-ee's.
First of all, Donnie, watch yourself when you're talking about Buc-ee's.
Yeah, that's a national icon, all right? That's almost the biggest match in Texas.
Second, 40 Cal can tell you that if you're going to Buc-ee's, you got to dress up. You can't just go into Buc-ee's like you go into Walmart. It's not the same thing.
You gotta dress presentable. And Buc-ee's pays their people a lot of money too. Like the Beaver, the guy in the mascot makes $180,000. Buc-ee's.
Yeah, I'm in the wrong business.
Buc-ee's.
So, and they have the cleanest bathrooms on the planet.
Yes, they do, and that's why truckers aren't allowed to go in there.
So you
aren't allowed to Buc-ee's. It sucks. They got the best kolaches though.
They got the best. What don't they have that's the best?
They have their own beef. They have a big old center area, like a cooking area, that is literally they just make brisket sandwiches and barbecue pulled pork and
Since we brought up food. Okay, that's it. Friday night, you're about to sit down at the game. You're about to play some raids. Wife's not home. What's your go-to meal?
Tacos.
What's your go-to snack?
Oh, snack or like food?
Food.
Food.
I'm tacos all day, every day, 365 days.
More than 6 tacos.
My 40 Cal, where have you been my whole life?
6 burrito tacos from the little taco truck right up the road.
Bro, and
Little
Houston
lime.
has a taco truck at every gas station.
Yeah, in Houston, we've got a place called the Food Zone, okay, out in Porter, the worst part of Houston, like, it's called Porter, Texas.
Yeah.
A place called the Food Zone. The whole area is nothing but taco trucks. You get everything from Mexican, Japanese, Chinese, soul food, whatever you want is in that dang Food Zone. That place is amazing. Yeah, we got a taco truck in every gas station. Some of them got 2.
We when I was working with my dad a lot, my dad has a construction business, and we did it was a flood. I don't know when it was, but you know, Houston floods all the time.
Yeah.
But we went and remodeled a commercial building in the Woodlands.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, you know, I call my dad Pops. I'm like, Pops, all these gas stations have taco trucks. Every gas station we stopped at had a taco truck. And Dallas is not like that, you know? So, bro, I was like in heaven, you know, I'm a big dude, you know? So it's like, I got to try all these taco trucks.
Food, man.
So Donnie Tacos.
We got real nice food in Houston too. I'm talking about and stuff like that.
You ain't got to tell me, man. I already know. I know it.
We're the food capital.
Well, I mean,
I'd say the taco capital of the United States.
No,
I think
you want real Chinese or real Korean or real Japanese, you have to go right down there.
Well, I mean,
real Japanese cuisine.
Well, I said tacos. I didn't say anything about Chinese food.
But I think what 40 Cal is referring to is that Houston, 100%, and you can fact check this, is the melting pot of the country.
Yep.
There's every person on the planet, every race, every culture, everything is in Houston.
Well, I don't disagree with that. I mean, I hear a lot of things about Texas, so
bigger and better in Texas.
I can go on. We can stay on here forever if we're talking about Texas.
There's one thing we definitely know how to do as soon as we come out to one.
Yo, my chat's always on me about talking. They're like, "Oh, here he goes talking about Texas." So I posted a picture of my zero turn on Discord, and my zero turn has a Texas license plate on it that I got from San Antonio.
You know who else lives in Houston?
Demon. Yeah.
Me and him are actually close friends, like real friends.
Oh, damn.
Friends. Yeah, he comes over all the time. I'll go into his chat one day and like House 40's ribs. He will go on and on and on about the ribs.
Yo, man, Demon
this man ate a rack and a half by himself without saying a word. He was just sitting there chatting. Like, "You okay?" He's like, "He's the best."
He's a cool guy, man. He's one of the bigger streamers, you know, or I don't know if he showed me love a lot of times on my channel and in game. So shout out to Demon.
Yeah, Demon's a good dude. He's most people don't. He's like 6.
Damn.
Man, a little ways. I had my housewarming party in first week. So last week we had just moved. It was like close to the 4th of July. 4th of July party because we also he came over. His wife had to work. He came over. Made her a plate with 2 ribs, fixings, and everything. Your wife might not eat her ribs.
Plate never got to his wife.
He's home. She was missing a rib, and I was like, "Hey, Steve, did you get your ribs?" She was like, "No, he ate one of them." I was like, "Bro."
Ribs never got to his wife.
He ate one of the ribs on the way home. I was like, "That's messed up, bro." But apparently they're that good. I don't know. So,
alrighty.
Donnie said enough about Texas.
Let's talk about Arizona now.
Right. Let's wrap things up.
Yeah, it's hot. It's hot in the summer and it freezes in the winter, and I don't ever want to go back there.
Yeah. Weren't you just you this past summer? You were on the interstate that was right by my house.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were stuck in traffic because of the car accident.
Yep. It was real.
I remember that.
Been to Arizona so many times on I-40. It got shut down. A 5-mile strip. We weren't able to move overnight. Woke up the next morning. There were like 20 different cars and trucks. Wow. It was like 6 cars.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it was right next door to my. Actually, I live maybe 150 yards from I-40, right off the side of the road. But anyways, enough of that. You guys are getting me hungry talking about tacos and Chinese food and whatnot.
Yeah, I'm starving.
We're gonna get thick over here this evening. So, with that is gonna conclude our session today. I want to thank Luke for joining in. I want to thank 40cal for being the co-host. You know,
Yeah, thank you guys, man. Donnie, thank you. I appreciate it, man. Thanks for letting me come out here and thanks for coming by the channel all the time, man. I appreciate it, man.
Yeah, it was a pleasure talking with you.
Damn. So before we wrap this up, Donnie, if I can add one thing.
What's up?
So I'm adding something new to my channel, and you know, you don't have to do this, but you know how when people super chat and people subscribe and do the memberships,
yeah,
a little thing comes out, maybe some music or whatever, a little picture, and hey man, thanks for the super chat, thanks for this, thanks for that.
Yeah. And
you know how much people like Jeezy for some odd reason. Everybody likes Jeezy.
I like trolling him.
So what I did was I got Jeezy to do me a lot of voice audios of the way Jeezy talks, thanking you for the super chat, thanking you for the membership, thanking you for the subscription. So now when anybody does any of those things, it's going to pop up a picture, and then Jeezy's going to say, thanks for the super chat. Shout out to all the baby mamas.
My God.
And so look out for that. That's going to be coming out. I hope it all works out. I got it set up and everything, and it's got some cool phrases, you know, because everybody likes the crazy phrases that he says.
Yeah.
And I wrote a bunch of different phrases for him to say, like, you know, when people do the 3 months or the 2 months or whatever, you know, and they share their thing, it's going to be like him saying, you know, how long you been a member? How long you been a member? It doesn't matter. We appreciate you.
Appreciate you.
Just stuff like that. So I think it's gonna spice things up for the channel, make it fun, make it, you know, make people laugh. So look out for that.
That's gonna be pretty fun to see.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
So alrighty, man. I appreciate it.
Alright, so
40cal.
thanks for coming in, guys.
Yeah, man.
Remember, wherever you guys go, whatever you do, stay safe and don't overthink it.